Hi, I'm Lesley Hazleton, and I'm here on my houseboat waiting for the first batch of ducklings to hatch, the first batch of the year on Lake Union. I'll know when they hatch because you can hear them. Ooh, that's another bird somewhere, it's a seagull. But I know when they hatch because you can hear them going tweet, 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 just like the little toy ducks in your bathtub, if you have them. And the moment I hear them, I rush on out here onto the deck to see them because every year, and I've been here nearly 30 years, it's like it's the first batch of ducklings ever. You never get used to newborn ducklings, they're just magical. But this year, well, I'm waiting a little bit more eagerly than ever because now that I'm nearing 75, and thus among what I call the vulnerable venerables, VVs for short, it's all the more precious. And in my vulnerable venerability, I just wish I could give the most enormous hug to so many people in Seattle, to all the doctors and nurses and health workers who are displaying such grace and courage, risking their lives there on the front line, to the scientists working flat out in search of a therapy and a vaccine, to the sanity and intelligence of our policymakers, and equally important, to all the delivery drivers, the grocery store employees, the janitors, the lonely bus drivers, the bicycle police, the warehouse workers, the mail carriers, the volunteers, and so many more of you, to all of you out there who are making it possible for me to shelter in place, to self-isolate in here. I am simply humble with gratitude. So let me show you a little bit of what's happening in here. I'm a writer, so of course it's books. So I'm going to show you some of the books I'm looking at right now. I had the good fortune of having a great cache of books out from the library just at the time that they closed, so I get to keep them for the duration. So here's Jenny Ophil's Weather, which oh yes, many of my library books seem to have Elliott Bay bookstore bookmarks in them. Interesting. I didn't get very far on Jenny Ophil because on the back it's described as somebody says, no one writes about the intersection of love and existential despair like Jenny Ophil. And I think, oh, okay, enough existential despair. So here's a good antidote to existential despair. Where the Sidewalk Ends, which I read on FaceTime to the 2-year-old in my life. And what else do I have here? I have Deacon King Kong, in James McBride's new novel. I have, wonderful book, Ali Smith's Artful. Can you see it there? Yeah, which was on my shelves in any case. Oh, Julian Barnes, also, thank you, Seattle Public Library. Julian Barnes' Man in a Red Coat, so stylish, very Belle Epoque France. And then when I want to really, really deep dive into an alternate reality, or maybe not quite so alternate, I've got the latest Hilary Mantel. I'm kind of saving that up. Haven't even cracked it open yet. And, oh yeah, sorry, Christopher. Of course, I've got The Plague, Camus. Just finished part 3. And 2 books that to me right now are just essential. One of them is Twyla Tharp, Keep It Moving, because she reminds me that I need to work out every day. Just move every day. And also because this photograph of her on the back is so perfectly Rebecca Brown. I mean, if that is not a Rebecca Brown expression, I don't know what is. Love you, Rebecca. And the other one is, wait for it, Ottolenghi's Plenty, all vegetarian recipes. And oh, God, if there is a time to work your way through Ottolenghi, it is right now. He is great. Here's what I'm going to be making tonight. Maybe, unless I change my mind. It is a black pepper tofu. I hope you can see it. It looks kind of delicious. Maybe it will be. And meanwhile, I'll just keep waiting for the ducklings to arrive. I mean, I'm out back on the deck again. They're not here yet, but I know that they're coming, because I know that the parents are nesting nearby and that they'll be hatching any day now, maybe any hour now. And so I know they'll arrive, and when they do, they'll bring delight. They'll bring joy. And they'll bring the assurance that life goes on, that life renews itself. And so, Seattle, will we?